What if I asked you to tell me about your weirdest experience with a client? Imagine how interesting it would be to listen to a classroom's worth of weird client experiences. I could then connect some stories about boundaries between the client and the counselor while you're intrigued with the conversation. Now think about how different it would be if I just went into lecture about facts about boundaries in the counseling session. So for those of you who are interested or attracted to a constructivist approach, discussion and seminar help present an opportunity to integrate experience with knowledge and skills. You can see how this would be especially important for a field like counseling that requires a lot of application of skill. So during traditional lectures, students are usually spending most of their time copying down what the professor is saying, and discussion requires that students spend less time scribbling notes and more time thinking about the topic and how it applies to them. So Richard, one of the authors from the chapter in the Teaching and Counselor Education book, this one, he shared about his experience in a statistics class and how it felt different, so different for him doing a discussion versus a lecture. So he shared, I missed lots of what was being said because of the thinking and jotting down notes about my ideas, but that didn't matter. Content was also in the book. Now this class was exciting, useful, and moving me forward. So if you read the book, then you see how that was so different for him than a lecture where he felt lost in the first one page of him writing down his notes. He felt like he was already falling behind. Whereas in discussion, he was able to grasp some ideas and how it applied to him and be able to apply them and feel like a real statistician, even though some of the facts, maybe he got lost in the conversation, but he always knew he could go back to the textbook if he needed. So this module on discussion and seminar, you're going to be asked to read an article based on constructivist teaching. It's actually the article that helped me identify my teaching theory, so I hope it's as helpful for you. And then you're going to be asked to read one chapter from each of the two textbooks. Chapter 4 from this Teaching and Counselor Education book, which is about making use of the seminar, and Chapter 13 from this Teaching at Its Best book, which is about leading an effective discussion. So then the assignments for this module, you're going to be asked to first complete a reflection on 10 good ideas that you connected with during the reading. And then you're going to discuss how you're going to use that information to apply it as a TA in your teaching role. And you're going to discuss with two peers. And then finally, once you've led a discussion in your class as a TA, you're going to write a 3 to 4 page paper describing first what makes an effective discussion, and then more importantly, what it felt like leading a discussion in your class. All right, well, I hope that this module is helpful for you. I think this is one of the coolest ways to teach, and I'm excited to hear what y'all think.